Good afternoon. This is Melody Jensen in Claremont, California at Happy Moments Boutique, the queen bee of fashion design here in Claremont. Our Margaret is our queen bee, and we have Sharon and we have Mark with her unique designs in fashion and jewelry design. It is the most fabulous store, and we're in here for Valentine's. Happy Valentine's. So when you want to go shopping for the ones that you love, this is the place to go. Happy Moments in Claremont, California. I want to say that today is an extraordinary day. It's a magnificent, happy day. The guest I have with me is a man who has surpassed any of the goals I've heard from anyone in Hollywood and the entertainment business. He has truly made a happier world. And I want to honor him on this historic day because 3,000 years ago, they started the Olympics. He comes from a royal family in Italy and a royal family in Iran. He came to the motion picture business and motion picture industry many years ago, and will tell this famous story that you're going to want to tell your family and friends to watch this video. This is a priceless moment in time. A historic time. I want to introduce Prince Dr. Olympic Gilliani. And he is my guest today, and he's joining with me on my happiness crusade and myself with him. And I'm going to do a little bit of interpreting today, and this is really exciting. So aren't you happy to be here?
I'm absolutely happy. I want to thank you, and I want to thank Eric Zuli, who brought such a wonderful, grateful person who understands the culture, and we are world education. And more than that, such a happy moment, this place where I am, in the museum, in the gallery.
Happy Moments Boutique.
Beautiful.
And Margaret's a queen bee, and Sharon is another queen bee, and we have Mark Simon, who is a jewelry designer.
And I'm so impressed, to be honest. Walking here, it's such a glamour, batik. And it's just so beautiful. I saw the respect for art and design.
That's right.
And I want to thank you for that.
Thank you. And I'd like to share with you a little bit of his happy moment story. I had lunch with him here today, and it's so exciting to really, truly know someone that really cares about healing the world. I'm the same way. We're both on a happiness worldwide crusade, and having him today is a very special, happy moment. So let me begin. I mentioned that he comes from royalty. He came to the U.S., started with his own 15,000 books of poetry that came, and people would come and collaborate, and he loved putting people together to meet one another, to create happiness in Hollywood years ago in Santa Monica. And then what did he do? He expanded to a restaurant. Then he expanded to having the first drama school in the motion picture industry. And a man named Mr. Jack Valenti was the president, CEO of the American Motion Picture Association. This man took Dr. Gilliani under his wing. He was the first person to really license and coordinate and clean up the motion picture industry because there was a lot of corruption in the movies. And he actually got the licensing and the idea to create where every motion picture company needed to do at least 3, the studios, right?
Absolutely.
They needed to do 3 a year that were clean environment for the family.
G or PG rating, and also television as well. But before I forgot, Miss Titi Workesel, the founder of the Hollywood Reporter,
right,
who introduced me to Mr. Jack Valenti.
Right.
And Mr. Jack Valenti introduced me to Dick Clark.
Right. So you worked with Dick Clark, Bob Hope too.
Of course, but that is during the 1996 on August 22nd, when my dream come true with the help of Mr. Dick Clark production and the M&M sponsorship, Stanley Mugger. So the show happened August 22nd, televised on CBS, and was honored Mr. Bob Hope attend and get Life Achievement Award. Mr. Tom Hanks for Apollo 13. Mr. Ron Howard, Apollo 13. Miss Sandra Bullock, While You Sleeping. Neve Campbell, and on and on. And magnificent. That is called America.
That's right. And what is so interesting is 3,000 years ago today, and it just happened to be the day of our talk show with Melody's Happy World here with Dr. Gilliani. What happened was they did the Olympics. That was founded 3,000 years ago, but you founded the culture and the art and the entertainment of Olympics. That's why they call you Mr. Olympia.
Thank you.
Dr. Olympia Gilliani, and he's a prince of a man.
You know, the bottom line, when I was 3 years old, my neighbor country, India, Iraq, Turkey, and Russia, and also in Persia, they have a lot of privacy. You know, Providence, like California.
Right, Providences.
Providence. And I was so fascinated with the, ethnicity of the music and the custom, and those are fascinate me. And I was always dreaming to have bring the all different what we have, introduce to other country, and be open also to see other culture, because they have to be both way. I come to this country, I'm American citizen, I'm very honored, but I am not American, because they open the door for me to come to this country. I have to know what I can do for this country.
That's right.
As American citizen, for American people.
Exactly.
And I'm very honored to create a law and on April 1995 by signature of former President Mr. Bill Clinton, and support of Mr. Jack Valenti, encouragement of Dick Clark. And I'm very honored as an American citizen born in Iran to show when you go to other country, I mean you go to another home. So when you are welcome, you see what you can do to see where you come from. Now when you are doing good, everybody interested. So Olympia Award is not about my culture. Olympia Award for everybody to see, look at your culture, how beautiful you are, what is your dance, what is your language, what is your custom. Look at that. I pick up something, which is good for me. But
that's right. If you help enough other people get what they want, you get what you want. And when you find out by having lunch with this gentleman, this king of a man, okay, I have to say, his heart is of gold. He's here to heal the world, just like I am. Neither one of us are perfect, but guess what? The more we serve others and the more we try to heal and make the world happier, it helps us be happier, because we know what the universal law of cause and effect is. You attract what you are. So if you want to be a happy person, you surround yourself with happy people. If you want to be more appreciated, you be more appreciative, right?
Absolutely. But I also remember, for example, my childhood. I never told you about this one. Mr. President Nixon come to our country.
And President Nixon came to your country.
But our child will come him to our country. Yes. But I will say, I want to show you my room. And right away he talked to his first lady, be sure we're going to go to his room. So the last day, they looking for me where I am. I was in village, because I always like village. So I said, the president, you ask him to want to look at your room. They're looking for you. I said, God, president of that country, I'm a 5 years old. How much respect for me. So I'm running, and I went to my house, opened the door in Reza Sheep, and look at my room. John Wayne, Lee Marvin, Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, Mr. President said, you like John Wayne? Why so much John Wayne? I said, Mr. President, John Wayne always said, don't bother Indian American. Protect Indian American. That's why I touch my heart, because he understands how important culture. And I never see Mr. President was kind of a tear in his eye. I said, wait a minute. He went to his wife, and after that said, "This is the key of Texas. Anytime you're welcome to America, I give you this key.
Oh, that is
They
phenomenal.
give you key of Texas. I don't know this city, you have to open the key." So when you see on the ethnicity of Iran, on culture, diversity of different culture of Iran, they teaching me to, if anybody coming, it doesn't matter John Wayne's a movie, if the John Wayne protecting other culture is not my country, if we have every country, they should respect one another.
And what the world needs, which I know you agree, we need more love, more understanding, more appreciation. We need more respect in the world.
And education.
And education. So what we're doing here is creating, I know our worldwide, Melody's Happy Worldwide Crusade, Happiness Crusade, wants to join with the doctor here, Gilliani, and he's the prince and the doctor Olympic of the Olympics that 3,000 years ago were going on. And here the art and entertainment, he has changed the world here in America and in the world for the arts and the entertainment industry. And I'm just so pleased to have him here. I found out he is really thinking about how can we make people happier. It's through positive frequency of more love, tender loving care, happiness, respect, and education. So I plan on joining forces with you and support
I remember
you.
for example, you have years ago, it was aero-conscious, they called Tai Chi, Dr. Wang, they
Yeah,
are
right.
taking me to Taiwan, and now they are supporting me. Now Dr. Mao from the Hong Kong, who come in the part of the, my life, they owned by most owner of the family war, and brought the also MX Life Water, which is for good people. So we are, everything I started from myself.
That's right.
Everything have to start for yourself to see
And with
what
God's
we can
inspiration.
do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But to see what we can do for myself to be a good person.
Exactly.
For my body, for myself.
That's
but
right.
when you're good, you say, my God, what can I be better? That one I become service.
Right,
to
it's
other
all about
people.
service, and it's all about
For your
focusing.
soul, for yourself.
That's right. Focus on the dream, not the problem. What we do is we create heaven under our own roof by giving more love, more tender loving care to people we love and care about, more appreciation, thankfulness, and respect and education. That's what we're all about, both you and I.
I am so proud of you, Miss Melody.
I
to
am proud of
understand.
you. I'm proud to understand your mission because it's the same mission I've got, and that's to bring the whole world together for happiness and joy and understanding, because we get too critical in today's world. That's why I'm coming out with my image profile system on melodysecret.com, and that's going to help people understand that, yes, we're all different in decision making. We're all different in control of people and our relationships and romance, dating, marriage. But why do we spend time critiquing everyone? Just love everyone. We change the energy in the whole universe by just accepting people for who they are, what their culture is, and just love everyone. And by doing that, we raise the frequency where you don't have any problems because everyone is healing each other by understanding and giving love.
Absolutely. But one more thing I want to clarify, because excuse me, Olympic of the athlete, as you said, almost
Right.
3,000 years ago, is all about athlete.
It's all about the athletes, right?
Olympia Award, when I created, was my dream come true right now, about the culture and
Right.
art. It's a 15 art, dance, music, painting, sculpture, literature, theater, film, fashion, humanitarian, man and woman, special needed, culinary art, architect, environment, art of the Olympics.
Okay, so this is very important. If you remember anything from this video about being happy, the Olympics was created 3,000 years ago for the athletes, okay? But he has brought the arts and the entertainment and the poetry and all the beautiful things of the arts. He is Mr. Dr. Olympia of all of that. And then you also changed the motion picture industry with the family films, encouraging people to do at least 3 family films a year. And you made a law about it.
one thing I never forgot, bless you. Mr. Dick Clark one day said, son, look at me. I look at her eyes. I said, look at me.
Dick Clark, you're speaking to.
Mr. Dick Clark. You know, he has 160 shows from ABC, NBC, Fox, and all. He said, you know, from all my show, do you know which one I'm very proud? I was on the spot. I was so nervous. I said, if everything, Country Music Award, Grammy Award, Golden Globe Award, everything come from Dick Clark Production. American Bandstand. I said, please, Mr. Dick Clark, don't put me on the spot. So you want me telling you? I said, yes, sir. So look at my eye. I said, I'm looking. I said, don't forget. I said, no. Look at my eye. I said, sir, I'm looking at you. I said, to discover you, my son. Said,
discover you and back 30
I said, me? I said, yes, you've done something for all family. It doesn't matter Republican, Democrat, policeman, poor. You create something. This is what's going to happen 10 years, 20 years from now. The American understand what you've done. I said, Mr. Dick Clark, I did it for my soul. I did it for the honor as American citizen. Do something for American people who allow me to come to your country. And I was hugging me and say, you know, man, I don't know what to have to say. So
what a story, meeting Dick Clark. Dick Clark, one of our favorite shows growing up. I'm a baby boomer. We're both baby boomers. Basically,
and his wife,
American Bandstand.
Carrie Clark is such a magnificent. This Carrie Clark is an angel. You know, they're calling me on the stage, million people watching.
Right.
And they say the founder of the World Film Institute, I was Anthony Jane that time. And Dick Clark said, what are you waiting for, Christmas? Go. But I was so nervous because million people and Bob Hope, everybody over there. Carrie Clark comes.
Because you were elevating people.
Carrie Clark comes and says, son, go up. You know, if you deserve it, go up. And this angel, I never forgot that moment. She's the one. Lift my, scaled my energy, Dick Clark's wife. And I went over there and speak, and the speak comes so good.
Yeah, just like you're doing today. And here we are in Happy Moments. We're on a worldwide happiness crusade, Melody's Happy World, with now Prince, Dr. Olympia Gilliani, is here with me today in Happy Moments in Claremont, California. And I want to thank you so much for coming today.
My pleasure.
And I look forward to doing events with you and seminars with you. And we'll do some red carpets together. And there's a lot of things.
I'm always standing for women.
Yes.
And I want all my colleagues, bring the woman, let's work together and you will see the light. We never know yet, a light coming out.
That's
and
right.
I'm very, very thankful for every single woman. Respect all my sister and all my brother. We're going to work together, as like Miss Melody said, bring a happiness for everyone.
Everyone.
All right?
What do you do to be happy? What do you do to
Man
make others
woman.
happy? Right.
Together.
Equal.
The grace
and you
of
know,
God.
I have to tell you one thing.
The grace of God.
The grace of God. 80% of product purchase is controlled by women. And when men realize that they are the ones that usually take people to the movies, they'll take the men, the boyfriends, the husband, the kids. They're behind this motion picture, and they want great movies for their children and for their husbands and their boyfriends.
Can I share with you one of my culture?
Yes.
In my culture, behind a successful man is a woman.
Behind every successful man is a woman, right? But we would be very...
You know what, my wife,
yeah.
I was 23 years, she tried to help the road with her sister and the road for the people because they are, in the evening, they fall down to cannon.
Right.
And she died, but she have two daughters for me, son out in the home. They never seen her mother because it was a kid.
Right.
I love him today more than first time I met her. 23 years I never married, but still, a lot of people around me, I say, my dear, you are beautiful, your family, everything, but I have in love for my wife.
That's right.
She's not here, but the spirit of her.
The spirit is
with
here.
Me,
exactly.
all the time.
And if we don't go within, we go without. Okay? And my dad used to say, what you say is what you get. You're hung by the tongue. When we moan and groan and complain, we lower our frequency so good things can't happen. So we're all about creating a happiness crusade to go throughout the world where we're on a higher level of frequency, where we can love one another, educate, inspire, and motivate. And that's what you've done with me today. And I want to thank you. And I want to thank Eric Zuley with the Easy Way Network. He's been a dear friend for over 10 years, and I believe in his mission. And we're all together to make a difference and to heal the world. So let's all be happy today. It's a historic Olympic day, but you are meeting the man who started the Olympia for the arts and entertainment world. And we are happy to join together in taking happiness throughout the world. Thank you for joining me in today with this exciting show in Claremont, California, with Margaret's unique shop and Sharon and Mark on the staff that are basically creating and designing clothes that we will take to the movies. We can use this right here as a movie set. We're so thankful to everyone. Good afternoon.
God bless you. God bless family.
Thank you.